Welcome to a brand new table tennis podcast. It's called Off the Bounce. You're here with me, Joe Ratajak, and
Fraser Riley.
And we are going to be your weekly stop off for all things table tennis. And what better place to start than the return to American soil, Fraser? The second time, the US Smash. It is in California, and we cannot wait. We're going to break everything down ahead of it.
Absolutely. It's going to be a massive event. We've got the World Cup as well right now happening in America. So there's so much to look forward to this summer when it comes to sport.
Mention the World Cup. It's not quite come home yet, but it's on the way, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about yesterday's performance.
Yeah, we played Ghana yesterday, and it wasn't great. But that is what it is. You know what that was like? It was like when you play local league table tennis and you turn up and the geezer's got like anti-spin on one side, long pips on the back. He's not interested in attacking at all. All he's trying to do is mess you up.
All the pressure's on you to attack.
Yeah. And the harder you attack, the easier it is for him.
Jinx yourself. It's
yeah, there you go.
One of those. But I'm sure the table tennis is going to be a lot more exciting when it comes to this US Smash.
Absolutely.
Huge. Second edition of the event.
Yeah, so I actually reckon, why don't we do a bit of a rundown? I've got a challenge for you. Summarize the men's event that we saw last year. 60 seconds. It's going on the clock right now.
We had some really breakthrough performances. I mean, Lilian Bardet, the Raptor, getting that huge win over Liang Jinkun. I'd say the Chinese team, for the most part, struggled to adapt to the conditions. We had some interesting comments about the tables, particularly in the second arena. But yeah, some amazing results. That epic semi-final between Felix Lebrun and Wang Chuqin. Wang Chuqin ended up beating Tomokazu Haramoto in the final in straight games. We had some really intriguing clashes as well, like Tomo against Lin Winru. Close match there. But yeah, overall, it was a really, really entertaining smash. A lot of people thought that maybe Charles Moragard could have won it, but he was beaten as well by Yuta Tanaka, who also beat Alexis Lebrun, so he was another breakthrough star like Bardet.
Yeah, two players into the quarterfinal. I mean, that was a great job, by the way. That was 50 seconds. You did very well.
Gave him my best.
But yeah, there was two kind of, you mentioned it. Lilian Bardet, I'm so confused. Is he the T-Rex or is he the Raptor? Because I had heard he got his name... I actually asked him this. Where did the T-Rex come from? Because obviously he's doing the celebration, which is world-class. We need more sellies from everyone.
We do.
But he said it was when he was actually eating with one of his team members. I can't for the life of me remember who it was. But they said, dude, you eat like a T-Rex. And he's just smashing back food.
It in.
And then the next time he plays, he just brings out the... But then the next thing I know, there's the Raptor getting thrown, so I don't know.
I mean...
He's a big guy as well, right? He probably suits a T-Rex a bit more.
He's in good nick, isn't he? He's quite an imposing guy for a TT player. I mean, I think he's said himself he wants to be known as the Raptor. So
okay, we'll ask him.
Yeah, definitely
in California next week.
Yeah,
but yes, okay. So similar style then. Should we talk about the women's quickly from last year? Because equally some massive shocks in that one. Round of 16. I'll just start us off. Round of 16. Sunyin Shah, world number one seed, eliminated. Round of 16, world number 2, Wang Monyu, eliminated. They were both out in prep of the quarterfinals, and it left it wide open.
Crazy. I think it was only the second time Sunyin Shah had lost before a WTT Series quarterfinal.
That's mad.
And it was Chen Yi.
Yeah.
I think the women's was even more crazy than the men's.
I have absolutely loved if I rewind to a year ago, I would catch TT kind of on the side, and it was a bit of a side project, and like I'd be working, it'd be over there.
Yeah.
But I'd basically focus on the men, and I knew the women's names, but I didn't really know the games or the personalities or the styles. This last 6 months, I've gone the opposite, all in on the women's game, and I love it. There's so many storylines at the moment as well.
Oh man, I mean, what a year! I mean, if Calderano's win at the World Cup was historic, Zhu Yuling's grand return to the top was pure emotion. I think a lot of people had to do a double take.
Yeah,
they were like, Zhu Yuling, is that the Zhu Yuling who was world finalist in 2017? Coming back after illness like that and winning a smash.
Yeah,
just so inspiring.
Yeah,
so inspiring.
She's awesome. I got to do the post-match interview when she won at Champions Doha in January, and it was crazy to me. Like, obviously we were there commentating and we were waxing lyrical about her, speaking so good because she's so good in those fast exchanges and little movements and staying close. And then when I did the interview and you stood next to her, she's so small.
I
She's
was
so
surprised.
dainty.
I've been surprised by quite a few players. I interviewed Honoka Hashimoto.
Yes.
Who was another great starter that season. Best defender in the world
yeah.
now. And she was surprisingly small. I was like, am I just huge? I don't think I'm huge.
Yeah.
They're just quite small.
Yeah.
Which does help, I guess, for table tennis in a lot of ways.
Rapid movement, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Until you see kind of the thighs of like Shasha's, her quads and her hammies. She is jacked on the legs, like so strong.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a kick.
No, yeah, you wouldn't want to fight her in the cage, would you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, she's. But again, you see that, and again, like Wang Yidi in particular always remind, like when the ball goes to the middle and they're forced to play that forehand, like the quads and the hammies where they drop their level, and it's almost like they instantly squat whilst cracking the forehand, then like popping straight back up.
It's the activation. I mean, table tennis is so similar in many ways to boxing. And I know if you don't know about table tennis at the top level, you might be surprised to sort of hear that. But it is, the compactness, the way you have to take attacks while protecting your weaknesses and soft spots, how fast you have to recover. The game's changed so much. I think it's less noticeable now, the differences between the women and the men's game. You get women pivoting way more now on third balls, and the men stay closer. So it's great.
Yeah. Let's go in then to this year's US Smash, because what are we today's Wednesday, is it? So we're a few days away from qualifying starting.
Yeah,
I don't even know. It's such a blur.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, so I'll be going out to commentate. You're taking a little break from this one, right?
That's right. Yeah, just a couple of events, chilling out a little bit, and then hopefully be back for the Europe Smash.
You've earned your rest. But yeah, so what I love about the Smashes is it almost feels like there's so many more variables because there's so many people. What is there like? There's a round of 64, so before that is then the qualies as well, right?
Like
it's like 128
days of qualies, and 3-4 rounds.
You look at who's in that; it's just like a who's who of. The qualifiers are almost as good as like a champions event because
some of the players there
ridiculous. You're gonna have to help me on pronunciation here. In Gao Zhengray,
Chinese Taipei.
He's back. So we haven't seen him for like 8 months. I think he's been off with quite an injury. I'm not sure where.
That's right.
Also did some national service, I think.
Yes.
He's in the qualifying. If he's anywhere near sharp, good luck with that.
You're looking at a player there who has nearly beaten Wang Chuqin, who beat Felix de Bruyn at the Singapore Smash.
Yeah.
It's just an outstanding player. And when you look at how well Chinese Taipei did at the Worlds as well, beating Sweden and nearly getting to the final, imagine if they would have had him too. I mean, you've got Guo Guanhong and others to look out for, but he's
so exciting.
Yeah.
He's so good in like open rallies and oh my God. Just a Lin Wenru regen.
Literally. Almost like a carbon copy.
Yeah.
With the way he is personality-wise too, just so placid. It makes you think, doesn't it? We're looking at people like Felix de Bruyn and other players around that age group now as people who are going to take the reins in the future generation. But they are going to have players hot on their heels too. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy in table tennis at the moment. There's so many youngsters that we almost expect to be... Because I was thinking this about like the Chinese next three. So like Chen Jinsong, Huang Yuzhen, and Wanrei Bo in particular. We at like 19, you already expect them to be like tactically perfect, completely in control of their like mental game and their motivation. But actually, they're still kids. Like we've almost been... I don't know, like seeing how good Wang Chuqin is at like that young age, and actually probably going to peak around like 24, 25. Like by that point, they're going to be monsters. But like Lin Shidong, for instance, takes so much heat.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, he's mentally not strong. He's not working on his game, whatever. And you're like, he's still young. Like,
very young.
I don't know how old he is, but he can't be more than, 21?
He's around that age, early 20s. I mean, you'd rather have your purple patch earlier rather than later, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's already won 2 Grand Smashes, like 2-3 Champions events, but even he's not bulletproof, He's got a lot to learn, which I guess shows how high his ceiling could actually be. Still hasn't won a singles title since Singapore Smash 2025, Shidong. So, I mean, he'll be looking to go really deep in the States for sure.
You know what? I do actually really like him, but I'll never forgive him for beating Ma Long in Ma Long's what was his farewell China Smash final.
You party pooper, Shidong. Oh. Why did you have to do that?
You know what? I should have brought it with me. We were at that event there as part of TTD, and we were filming some like social media. So I was on the sidelines for it, like filming, and halfway through the match, Ma Long top edges a ball, breaks it, goes up, goes to the umpire. Umpire takes a look at it. It's got a crack in it. He presses through it to like break the ball and just puts it by his side. So I'm like eyeing it up. I'm like, what's going to happen with that one? Because they gather all the balls like straight away, right?
A little souvenir.
So at the end of the match, everyone like they shake hands and they're going off to like do the medal ceremony. So all of the paparazzi and the media like dive onto the court and then go to the front. I went straight for that umpire's chair, Fraser.
Don't blame me.
And I got that ball. So it's at home. It's like a mile long, cracked. And because it's China Smash, it's got the gold WTT logo on as well. Oh. It's a beautiful piece of memorabilia.
Beautiful. Yeah,
that's like having like a football from the World Cup that Messi pinged off the bar.
I know. Yeah. You got to keep that.
Yeah.
You don't ever sell that.
Well, this is the problem. If my house ever got burgled, I've got things like a TV and the PlayStation. But actually, like explaining to the insurance company that probably my most prized assets are table tennis memorabilia.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What are you?
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?" But they don't know. They'll never know until
they never know.
But if you know, you know. You know. I've got a exact replica of the China Smash men's singles trophy because we did a media smash, really nicely organised by Joe Dow from WTT, and I managed to win it, which I was really, really happy about. And it was the exact same trophy. So I've got that at home. Got a little Zhang Jika signed t-shirt. Not to try and one up you, I'd probably swap the shirt for a ball from that final because that's Mao Long's last final in singles.
I've got a few good bits. I mean, we got Zhang Jika stuff. I've got a Wang Chuqin signed ball as well from one of the things.
We ain't leaking our addresses because one of you nutcases is going to come for our...
Yeah, we got loads of stuff. We'll have to, like, next time dress this all with the memorabilia.
Could be a good idea.
It's not a bad shout, is it?
Great. Like a shrine.
There you go.
TT shrine.
Also, worth calling out, not in the qualifiers yet, a certain Chinese superstar who's now representing the Kazakhs, Fang Bo. He's not in there yet because his ranking's still low enough, but you got to imagine, like, next year he's probably going to be...
Absolutely. I mean, I guess it depends how seriously he's looking to take it at this stage in his life. Is he doing it for his own business purposes to advertise his brands and his coaching and stuff that he's been doing on social media? Or does he actually try and want to maybe get into the champions again? Never been in the champions, has he? Because he's a different generation of player. But imagine he gets into the champions, starts going deep in those. I'd love that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He'd be like Julian all over again, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. His forehand is still monstrous.
Yeah.
Like,
you ain't losing that, are you?
Nah. I felt for him because he came up against, in one of them, Unkor Bhattacharjee.
Yeah.
I love him to bits. He's got like the game style that's so exciting. He's got a bit of swagger about him. He looks great. He's got a kicker serve that is more hidden than the password at the FBI vaults, mate. So like when Unkor goes to a smash or something where there's TTI, he
won't be able to do it as
he's
much.
in real trouble. But
if the rules stay as they do.
Yeah,
he'll get called up on that a lot, won't he?
Absolutely.
Surely.
That's also something about like Wang Chuqin. I think we said it in London. Like he used to do this hook serve that he just never does anymore. I wonder if that's like TTR or he feels like maybe it pulls the ball out to his forehand more.
Potentially. I did see a few of them in London, not just from Wang Chuqin, from a few players, and they were actually legal.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. I mean, we do associate the most illegal serves as being
of course, like naturally,
I get that. I mean, that
the way the shoulders turn and
100%. Anker's did look a little bit sus.
His are
I'm a massive fan of Anker.
Oh, I love him to bits.
He is exactly what India needs.
You know, if Off the Bounce really gets off,
Yeah.
he might be our first sponsored player.
Yeah.
Him and Nandan Naresh, who's another like absolute show stealer.
Absolutely. I saw Anker in the elevator in Doha with you at the start of the year because obviously they had the star contender right after the champions.
Yeah.
And he seemed so chill. And I was like, I didn't expect him to be that chill.
He's very cool.
He's quite fiery, you know. And
yeah, he we got to film with him as part of TTD, and yeah, when he's on the court, especially at UTT where we were, he's literally like swagging around like Conor McGregor. Like there is an aura about him. You're like, oh, okay, this is different. Yeah. And then when we filmed with him, he was so quiet and respectful and like. Yeah, it was a real juxtaposition of like, oh, actually, I read you one way and you're not. Yeah.
But on the court, you got that persona.
Yeah.
Which is so attractive as a fan to see.
I think it's worth a few points as well. In a big event, it's worth a few when you're really feeling great and that body language is positive. Yeah.
China Smash, he impressed a lot of the Chinese fans. He beat Joe Kai.
Okay.
And he had another couple of good wins there to get to the main draw. So, yeah, I think He's getting a lot of recognition over in China even. A lot of people are wary of him.
Yeah.
They know he could be a long-term concern for Team China. So, yeah, I'm excited about him.
It'll be cool. Also, in the qualifying rounds, 2 young Germans, because we always associate kind of Germany, I think, for me personally, with like the older guard.
100%.
Obviously, Timo, then Dima, then Patrick, who's still getting on with age. I know Dong Cho and Benny are a little bit younger. But there's Andre Bertelsmaier, who beat Dima in the German Nationals.
Yeah.
Great clip as well of them like finishing the match, and like Dima has the biggest smile as he's giving him a hug and a high five. It's like, oh,
almost like a passing of the baton kind of thing.
Great work, Dima. And then Wim Verdenschot as well is another young German. They're both in the qualifiers. So again, like if you're beating Dima, and Wim lost to Patrick, but like deep in, I think it was the 7th set. Like if you're doing that damage and now you're in the qualifier, like they could do some real damage as well to anyone.
Did they just play each other in the final of the European Under-21s?
Yeah.
And Bertelsmaier won it, right?
Yes, yeah, Andre won it, yeah.
European Under-21 champ, that's impressive.
For sure.
I feel like in the past, a lot of players who've managed to win European junior titles have struggled to make the step.
Yeah.
But it's different now.
Yeah.
Bertelsmaier's already beaten, like, Joji Hao and, like, some really, really top players, so...
And he's in the Bundesliga as well. He's getting sharper and sharper.
First league. Shout out to Conor Green, by the way, because he got deep in that European Under-21s.
And Anna Hersey, right?
Yeah, Hersey
mixed doubles gold medal.
Yeah.
She just had her birthday as well, so happy birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
There's been so many birthdays, actually. I saw, like, Annette Kaufmann, who equally German national champion.
Lily Zhang just turned 30 years
Zhang,
of age.
yeah, there's a few others. Maybe they'll pop up as we go through, but yeah.
Been quite a few, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not your birthday, is it?
No, mine's September. When's yours?
April.
Oh, okay.
April the 3rd, so...
There you go.
Send me some stuff.
Something else I wrote down on here is like every table tennis fan, because it's in America, US Smash, every table tennis fan should be supporting Kanak Jar and obviously the rest of the American team and the Naresh brothers. Lily Zhang, Sally Moylands, Amy Wang. Like, the best thing for table tennis in America is to have the Americans doing really, really well. So everyone needs to be supported. And Kanak did really well. Was it Skopje? He got to the final against Darko?
Zagreb. Recently.
Yeah, he beat Gauzy, beat Shinazuka on the way.
That was a stacked contender, by the way.
Some of them are. You see it and you're like, whoa.
Jogic, Darko Jogic beat Kanak in the final. He's an Olympic quarterfinalist.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was celebrating that like it meant the world.
Yeah.
Because that was a tough competition to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanak. I mean, the Americans obviously didn't have the best outing at the US Smash.
Yeah.
And, as fans, you want that representation. So I'll be rooting for them for sure at this edition in LA.
I also love Sally Moylan. Shout out to her because she's got one of the best Instagram channels. I don't know if you've seen her, if you follow her. If you don't follow her,
check her out.
She does some really funny content, but she also helps you learn Chinese. So she'll do like, she's like, today's lesson of a Chinese term in table tennis. It'll be like half-long ball, and then she'll break it down for you.
I like
it's
that.
Really cool, yeah. She's
It'd be
helping
nice to
with
get
my
a bit
Chinese.
of like Chinese into the commentary every now and again.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I'm learning. It's ropey. Oh, right. Actually, on that note, me and you got to commentate the ITTF World Team Champs, the final, the gold-winning moment for Lin Shidong when he beats Tagami to win it for Team China. And we had like a segment where we basically ranted and raved about how good this team was, under how much pressure they were, and how Lian Jingkun was just an absolute mental monster. All of that. And I got a message from a lady called Rose on my Instagram that was like, oh, hey, I hope you don't mind, but I've uploaded the clip of you and Fraser onto Rednote, and it's going wild.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, tons of comments like, this commentary's amazing. The both of them, they're awesome.
Thank you, guys, if you're watching this.
So, so it's cool. But
it's great. Can I just say something quickly as well on the topic of the Chinese team? Yeah. Obviously, at the World, Mao Long and Xu Xin were there, weren't they?
Oh.
And which was just, like, incredible.
Two of the coolest guys as well.
So much swag.
They were getting absolutely just harassed, as you can imagine, for selfies everywhere by everyone.
Yeah. It was so good to see kids that I know who were coming up and through in London and stuff, like taking selfies with them. They were like just over the moon. But yeah, I managed to have a chat with Mao Long, and I'm going to say this now. I asked him...
Is this an exclusive in the first episode?
This is an exclusive.
Okay.
It's the right time to do it, because I know we've already had quite a few content creators doing like London World Champs wrap-ups, but I thought, okay, I've got one chance to ask Mao Long a question. I want to know who he thinks is the best non-Chinese player.
Ooh.
So I asked him, I said, Mao Long, who do you think is the best?
Did you just walk up to him and ask him?
He was sat behind me. Joe Dow introduced me to him. So I was having a little chat with him about how he's enjoying his time in London. And I did ask him, who do you think's the best non-Chinese player? And he said, Wang Chuqin. I was like, no. I was like, non-Chinese. And he said, Haramoto, no hesitation.
Wow. Miwa or Tomokazu?
Tomokazu. And I was thinking, okay, that's interesting. Because I would have gone with maybe, I don't know, Sora or Trulls right now. But obviously, Haramoto was beating him when he was 15, so maybe he kind of has to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that to Marlon, but...
Was it like was there, where was it? Was it in the arena?
It was in the stands next to the booth.
Okay, so he's trying to watch a game.
we were chatting about the Taipei and Japan lineups.
Oh, wow.
Having a proper chat.
He is a cool guy. His English is good.
Surprisingly good.
I've always mentioned it on everything. He always gets mentioned anyway. Rightly so. He's the greatest of all time. But he's picked up English sarcasm as well. Like there's little twangs of it that you don't often get. You're like, oh, you're funny.
He got my joke because I said, will you be playing much anymore? He said, no. And I sort of tapped him on the knee and said, it's okay, you've had a decent career. And he laughed.
Yeah.
So he got the sarcasm, I think.
Love it. We need more of him in and around our sport for sure. It was great to see him there. I hope it's not long before we see him again. Did you see, actually, on that note, there's more exhibitions happening now, which makes me very happy. We need more events, more exhibitions, more. There's a French event. I'm not sure who's putting on, but the LeBruns are there. Hugo Bruner's there.
That'd be mint.
Yeah, awesome.
It'd be nice. It's just nice to see the players with their shackles off.
Yeah, absolutely.
In an environment where they can express themselves, more relaxed way. If I lose, whatever.
Yeah.
Do some fun points.
Yeah. You think Gauzy's great when all the pressure's on and he's in the Infinity Arena. Imagine what he's like.
Great point.
Yeah.
It's a great point.
He's the best. If I have friends who are like, table tennis isn't a sport, that jokey stuff.
Yeah.
You show them 2 minutes of Gauzy, they're like, who? I'm going to drop the first F-bomb and we can bleep it out. Who the is this guy? Because he's insane.
Literally.
He's so good.
The white Ronaldinho. Do you know what I mean? He is. He's the guy you'd show. If you wanted an exhibition, you would hire him.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because, when Xuxin retired, it left a huge gap, didn't it? And people were like, who could even try and fill this gap?
Yeah, for that little sprinkle of magic, yeah.
Then we got a European pen holder becoming the best pen holder in the world at 17 years of age, and medalled at the Olympics, and Simon Gauzy reaching his prime, playing the most ridiculous stuff you've ever seen. So... it's amazing how things come in full circle and how when you think you've lost something new comes.
On another side note, another tangent, Liang Jin-kun is actually unfortunately injured for this. He's had to pull out of the US Smash. But again, if you're running an exhibition, Liang Jin-kun versus Simon Gauzy, because every single match is absolute fireworks.
It's a match made in heaven.
You could have a best top 10 points of just their matches.
They're going to 5. Yeah. Gauzy's going to have his chances.
Yeah.
But Liang Jin-kun's going to win.
Yeah. And at some point, Gauzy's going to do something so obscene.
Yeah.
And Liang Jin-kun's just going to stand there and smile and just be like, what do I do?
That around the net, that backhand from the forehand side.
He's ridiculous.
I commentated the match in Incheon 2024.
Yeah. There was like a 2 months where they played each other, had a barn burner, and then the next month was another one.
All the time. The chop, the backhand on the run, it hit. It's like, those two.
So good.
Yeah.
Honestly, exhibition style, Simon Gauzy would just be unbelievable to see.
For sure. I thought the Europe Smash final was going to be Trulls versus Gauzy.
Okay.
Obviously, Gauzy was so close to beating Shidong in that semi, 3-1-9-6. Trulls versus Gauzy would have been amazing, but then we might not have got the bit of a finalist we got between Trulls and Shidong, so...
And that epic final point, right? That just.
Oh man!
I was thinking this about earlier of if you're in the marketing team at WTT, you're trying to bring marquee events and big moments to hometowns of your supposed superstars, right? So Trulls, Malmo, Europe Smash, you give him the kind of the throw up for him to just home run a ball, and wow, he did it. Montpellier, obviously, I know it's a Champions, but for the Brothers of Destruction, if you get a chance to go to Montpellier, just do it, because the place is vibrating.
Stunning.
But equally, so again, Yokohama for Haramoto, and obviously the Chinese events for Wang Chuqin and Sun Yunsha.
Yeah.
Rio feels like if you could take a Rio Smash.
I'd love that.
On the beach, Copacabana.
Yeah. Ooh.
You've got Ugo Calderano, who you could potentially do it. I know he's kind of in a bit of a flux at the moment, but I think he's one that you could build a platform for and say, go on, son, go. go do your thing. He could have that Truls moment, I think, where confetti's going off and there's music and all kinds of stuff when he wins a massive one.
They did a star contender for Du Guazhou last year, and that was insane. Like the crowd support there was like a champion's, and he beat Duda in the 7th in the final. But yeah, to step that up a notch, do a champions, would be awesome. The branding you could do, the flags.
Yeah. Okay, back to US Smash then. I want to talk a little bit about the women, and in particular, I want to focus on the Japanese group, because this was the event where Mima Ito got to the semi-final last year, really struggled since, and that'll be interesting to know whether it was more conditions maybe that favoured that flat hit, riskier style. She struggled, she's dropped games, she has lost to players like Elisabetta Samara, which is no disrespect to Samara, she's still evergreen and brilliant, but again, for someone like Mima, it'd be interesting to see how confident she comes into this year's.
Yeah, absolutely. She's gone through a few different sort of phases. Mima, obviously, being a child star is amazing, but it has its drawbacks, and it takes a lot to process that at such a young age and find yourself through all the fame. Obviously, she had a lot of time without a coach in her corner. Now she has a mother, Minori, who recently got married, so congratulations. In her corner, and she seemed to be playing better having her mum there now. But stylistically, it is difficult with her game because it's so high risk.
It's so all or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got flair. I think she's at her best where she's using her feeling, playing a little fanning backhands, dropping the ball tight, and then coming into flat hit. I've noticed when she's got a lead, she's actually a little bit more vulnerable.
Okay.
And she tries to finish the game at the same momentum. I think when she gets to blend right, she's incredible. On her day, the best player in Japan, the best non-Chinese player. But the middle ground, obviously, now isn't as strong as Miwa Haramoto's, who plays very similar to her brother in the respect that she's, backhand-orientated player, close to the table.
Miwa might have the best backhand counter off a spin-up in the world. Arguably even top 20 men level of what she can do with that ball. If you spin up onto the bat there, you are going to eat it.
Yeah, you got to take it away. You got to get her in crossover, test forehand recovery. I think, Yu Haramoto, Miwa, and Tomo's dad has coached him to lock down the key areas of the table. If they're going to have any issues, it's probably to do with the footwork.
Yeah.
But overall, they're incredible for their age. They make it look so simple.
Well, Miwa in London, getting the win for the first time over 1-1-U, world number 2, which is a huge upset.
For sure, yeah, because in the world final 2 years before, she lost both of her matches. Yeah. So to beat Manu, someone who she's never beaten, in a world final like that is awesome. Obviously, Shasha kept her,
she's incredible.
Yeah.
Good luck coming up with a game plan for her, because she's just so complete, so much more powerful than everyone else, arguably, that we've ever seen in the women's game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's frighteningly proactive. She's everywhere. But it's how wise she is now. Even a lot of the men's players can learn from Shasha, how she slows the game down when the tempo is always quick, how she adapts. She's just an absolute maestro at the table. And even though, Chen Meng has, beaten her in 2 Olympic finals, I do think that Sun Ying-sha's time to become a Grand Slam champion will come in LA. I think it's going to take something completely out of the ordinary to beat her. I can't see anybody like Miwa Haramoto, Hina Hayata, someone who's an out-and-out attacker, beating Sun Ying-sha. I think it's more likely to come from somewhere like a Kim Kum-young or a Sabina Vinter.
A more odd style.
Absolutely. I think that's what it takes to beat the very, very best Chinese, usually. Maybe why, the only Europeans who've beaten Wang Chuqin have been Scandinavians.
Yeah, Anders and Truls, obviously, at Paris, that slower, not giving him what he wants. It's a great point, yeah. Yeah, I guess for Shasha, that's the only thing missing, right? Is that Olympic singles gold.
Yeah. Same as Wang Chuqin now.
Same as Wang Chuqin. He feels like he's turned a corner though since London, because all the pressure was on him. I mean, he's now officially named team captain as well, having led the team, and that's just what a leader. He went through that funk after Paris and kind of rightly so, the back break thing that would absolutely get in your mind as an athlete, right? It would get in my mind if someone broke my back. I know he's got lots of them and all that stuff.
Bat.
Yeah.
You've just won Olympic gold and mixed with it.
Yeah.
You'd be miffed.
Yeah, of course.
You'd be like, I've got to use my spare racket now.
Yeah.
For the singles match against the most awkward player in the world.
Absolutely. And a guy who rises to the occasion in Truls. Truls doesn't, when the lights are brightest, he doesn't fade away. He gets brighter himself. You have to take it from him. It's just like the perfect storm if you're Truls Morgard on that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then obviously, what was it, kind of like 5-6 months of Wang Chuqin with a few losses. The Anders one.
Schauberg.
Huge. Schauberg as well,
Raji.
Yeah.
The best of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean,
he seems to be out the other side of that now and just.
In terms of pressure on a player, I've never seen more pressure on a player than him this season. And therefore, I've never been more impressed with a player because the World Cup win in Macau, right before the Worlds, he's the last Chinese man standing from the round of 16. He beats Felix Lebrun, I think, probably the best match I've watched in 2026 in terms of rallies. Then he's 3-1, 9-6 down to Darko Jorgic in the quarterfinal. That would have been the first time since 1999 no Chinese man stood on the World Cup podium. He clutched up, he came back and won, got his revenge against Calderano, and then that final against Sora. It's heroic. And if he wouldn't have done that, the same way, if Sun Ying-Shao wouldn't have survived match points against Hannah Godder, right before the Worlds, it could have been a very different Worlds.
Absolutely. Yeah, confidence dented. Yeah, and actually when you survive the fire, when you survive the stress and come out the other side of it, you feel stronger for it, right? You're battle-tested.
Yeah, and that was after Chongqing.
Yeah.
You and I were there.
Yeah, well, Chongqing, obviously, Miwa Haramoto winning overall the event. Kwai Mun knocked out Sun Ying-Shao that time, and Sora and Wang Chuqin had that absolute ding-dong again of like 4-2.
I love what you always say about Sora's laugh on the match point, the celebration.
It was like, you know the scene from The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, where he shoots the guys on the train and then he's running and he gets into the bathroom and he's like stressed and then he like puts on his makeup and he smiles and he laughs and he turns on villain mode.
Sinister, isn't it?
That was what I saw for
it's
Sora.
Sinister.
Yeah, it was
he is the most sinister player in the world, Sora.
He's awesome.
Yeah, you're staring into nothingness when you play him, and that's why he's such a good player for me.
Exactly, that's what makes him dangerous.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah,
you can't read him.
Yeah, in a positive way. Yeah, like he's a lunatic.
In the most positive way.
Yeah,
he could dump the game, or he could bury you 6 feet deep.
Yeah,
you know. So I think for me, he's one of the contenders at this US Smash. If he's in the right mood and he gets some momentum, and you know, his coach can calm him and keep him calm, he's going to be tough to stop, isn't he, Sora?
Sure. He's just signed in the T League. He's signed for the same team as Tomokazu, so they're now in the same team together. I wonder if that's a little bit in the build. I'm interested to see kind of doubles in LA 28 because it feels like there's a few people who are looking at that and going, we have an opportunity at potentially a gold medal, silver, bronze, whatever. I think of like Ugo and Bruna now playing in the mixed, who will be in the US Smash mixed events alongside obviously Wang Chuqin and Sun Ying-Shao.
Surely they're going to go again for it.
Is always cool to see those two lining up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see like Japan in the men's doubles. If they put out Haramoto and Sora, I know they're kind of competing for the same space of like number one big boy in that team.
Yeah.
If those two play, bear in mind it's a righty and a lefty as well.
Yeah, that could work.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it could work.
It could absolutely fall off the cliff though, right?
It could also. I wouldn't put them together.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't. If I was Kishikawa, I wouldn't play them. The same way I wouldn't play Miwa and Sora in mixed. But I just wouldn't do it.
Is that because you're thinking of Sora's...
He's a singles player.
I would say Sora, yeah. So, like Tomokazu, I feel like you know what you're going to get. He's fairly steady.
Yeah.
Sora is, like you say, it's either up here and he's just better than everyone else on planet Earth.
I think you want him to be solely focused on singles.
Do you?
Because out of all of the Japanese players, he is the one that could win Olympic gold in LA. I can't see Tomo doing it. I can't see... Well, it's only 2 per country, isn't it? Tagami might not probably get a chance again. He played Paris, but he was beaten comfortably by Zhang Weijin, I think. Yeah.
Tagami, though, showed...
He's world doubles champion, Tagami, with Shinozuka.
Well, he beat Ugo in the final a few days ago.
Yeah.
In a huge final.
He did.
and he showed a little bit of feeling and a bit of a game plan, which we don't necessarily associate with him. He's a bit more of like a Crash Bandicoot, just a Tasmanian devil, just launching at everything. And actually, when you saw some slower spin-ups, and they caught Ugo by surprise, there was a lot of like Ugo would back the feet off. And normally where you see the ball come in fast and it's at his range and Ugo just unleashes, uncorks rockets. There was a lot where it was actually dropping in front of Ugo and he was like shoveling. It was a really weird thing to see. He was shoveling with the forehand.
Because Ugo's expecting the ball deep and quick.
Those two obviously have played a lot. Same with Simon Gauzy at I think 777. Lucas had mentioned it about they were the team at Ochenhausen a few years back. So obviously done a lot of reps together.
They know each other well. Tagami's a dream player to train with.
Yeah.
They had an epic match at the World Cup as well. Finished 11-9 in the 7th to Calderano. But I'm happy for Shunsuke because he's never had the singles results to go with his Japanese singles titles and his world doubles title with Shinizuka in Doha. I commentated him against Liang Jin-kun in the final of Taiyuan contender, and he just lost that, and that shook him a bit. But to win there, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, so he's going to go into US Smash in a lot of confidence as well.
Yeah. I don't know about Ugo. He's never won a Smash.
No.
He's never won a Champions.
Well, bear in mind, he didn't play in US Smash last year because of the visa. He didn't put his application in time.
True.
As I understand it, like ITTF, US did everything they could to try and get him in, but just couldn't. So he's playing that for the first time. It's a little bit closer to, I was going to say home. Obviously, he spends a lot of time in Germany. I think table tennis as a whole is better when we have 6-7 absolute killers who are just flying when you're like, ooh, he could hurt him. Ugo, with his recent results, isn't quite in the same form that we saw him in maybe, 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But I hope he can return quickly because table tennis is better for when he's absolutely flying. Same as Truls, right? When Truls is really flying, you're like, this is so, like, these players could beat anyone. That's what you want.
Someone who doesn't bow down to the likes of Chuchin.
Yeah.
Chuchin obviously is the best player in the world right now.
Take the point of Fan Zhendong is always the exception to the rule, right? But
internationally.
Yeah,
absolutely.
With Ugo, I feel like there are some players who you can feel like a Sora, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's thinking that much as he's going. He's just flowing through the game, and he's an extreme example.
I will try to. Players like Sora and Trolls and
working on the fly.
They're better in their flow state.
Yes.
And I do I think Calderano's had to improve his touch play, but I do think he entertains the touch play too much, particularly when he's playing someone who is more powerful than, right? He should be trying to get into that open play,
push
blast
long.
Past.
Yeah. That's where I always feel like when you watch him at his best, Ugo, and like I say, when he won, what was it, the World Cup that he won, right?
Yeah.
Massive rallies. Just get to that space where you can hurt them, where they necessarily can't hurt you as much. That game in London against Flavien Coton. Yeah. Coton was just murdering everything short and half long.
Exactly. And Calderano was retouching. It'd be better off if you're Ugo pushing long or flicking out and then counter.
And Coton was coming in with that backhand over the table. Actually, just send it long.
What a player, by the way.
Oh, mate.
What a player.
Flav. Oh, my word.
Can't wait to see how he does at this Smash.
Did you see the French nationals the other day? There was like the round of 16 draw on the men's.
That event was a joke.
Mate, it was almost as good as the WTT champions. Like,
not far off.
You're looking through it, you're like, oh, there's obviously you got the big names, Alexei, Felix, Gauzy, and then there's like, oh, there's Rousseau, there's Esteban Dor. You're like, holy smokes.
World medalists in doubles.
This is insane, their strength in depth now. Better
than Germany's for sure. These days. Better than everyone in Europe's.
Yeah, absolutely.
France's depth is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I saw this guy who was using pimples.
Yes.
And you know,
Alexei played him, right?
Yeah.
Defensive, yeah.
Awesome player. I've never seen him.
Yeah. Just hidden away.
And then you've got the nice flashbacks. You've got your Antoine Hachard. You've got your Kanakuzus. You've got players like that. You know, Simon's brother, Paul.
Who looks exactly the same as him.
He does.
Yeah, they could be twins.
The pendulum serve, I was like, that's identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it back to, I mentioned earlier about the Japanese women. We spoke a little bit about Mi Morito. Yeah. Satsuki Odo is coming in. So she's won like 4 of the last WTT contender events. She's been looking really good. Obviously, we were there for the match in Chongqing, wasn't it? Where she beat Wang Wanyu.
Yeah.
And just
blew her away.
long serve bomber, similar to what we asked from Ugo, right?
That's what you want to see.
She's going into this.
Why did she not play the Worlds, man? Was she injured or something?
No, as I understand it, the 4 had been selected prior to, so 2 go through ranking, which was Miwa and Hayata.
Yeah.
Then there was 2 coaches' picks.
Right.
That happened in February, which was before Satsuki Odo got on this run of form.
Well before.
Yeah. And then obviously Rin Mende got in because of the selection event.
Rin Mende. Yeah,
so Odo...
You've got to take Odo, man.
Well, at that moment, though, when you're picking the team, she wasn't in this kind of form. Now she's in some special form. I love it.
Yeah.
She's going to be dangerous.
She's good in doubles with Miwa, too. Yeah. Both right-handed, I know, but they've been winning everything, really.
Yeah.
So...
Then mentioning Miwa, so she's now ranked 3rd in the world. Mm-hmm. She won Champions Chongqing, beating Kwaiman in a big final. I think my line that I say is like she wins it to silence in the Infinity Arena because it was her and her dad who wanted her to win, and that was it.
That was it.
Other than that,
so it was like the air had been sucked out of the room.
She was also then in the final of Zagreb. She was 3-0 up to Zhu Ling, then got dragged. I don't know if you saw this, to 3-3, and then she was like 10-4 down in the 7th. Somehow
makes no sense.
Wins 8 points on the bounce to win it 12-10. That's happened again to Zhu Ling twice recently, where she's been up and lost.
Insane
in those finals. So yeah,
insane final. 10-4 in the 7th. That's when else has that happened? That's crazy. In terms of a comeback.
Yeah, I don't know.
In a final.
And I watched it because I was like, "Is something weird going on here?" Miwa is just attacking with the backhand up the line into the so the short side of the table, and they are just flying on. She's taking risks and they're going on. And Zhu Ling just, if anything, needs to probably not go straight to the backhand. Needs to try and position it somewhere else. But yeah, it was really impressive. Love Miwa.
She's such a stoic.
Yeah.
I think the only player who's done what she's done in that is her brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Tomo came back from 10-4 in the 7th against Ling Gaoyuan in a final. 2022. Okay. I'm gonna check that.
Yeah.
I think it was the summer
series.
Ling
Gaoyuan had a few of those results, didn't he?
Yeah.
Timo and Chushin as well.
Yeah, in the World Cup final. Against the Dragon. Yeah, mad. Can't wait for this smash, man. This is going to be interesting.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
We've also got doubles, which is going to be really interesting. So we said about mixed doubles, Bruno and Ugo winning in Singapore Smash, coming up against Chateau. So the Wang Chuqin and Sun Yin Xia duo, which will be really fun from there.
Yeah. Hard to beat for sure.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Men's doubles then. So French brothers won in Singapore. They're going to be in this one. It was the Korean pair last time. So An Jae-hyun and Lim Jong-un. Lim Jong-un won a massive one the other day as well.
He won Zagreb.
Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah. He beat An Jae-hyun in the final.
Was it Zagreb he won?
It was one of them, yeah.
I think I got mixed up. Yeah, it was Zagreb.
Yeah. He beat An Jae-hyun in the final. Right. So those two aren't playing doubles this time. It's Oh Jung-sung and Im Jung-un.
Korea have such a luxury of doubles players.
Mate. Smooth as silk, all of their players. As silk.
I think overall, in terms of depth, they're the best nation for doubles in the world. I would say Korea. Yeah. I think China still have the best pairs, but I think Korea have so many incredible pairs. Park Gang-hyun, by the way, he's been playing amazing. They've got a couple of really good left-handers coming up, Korea. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doubles is always a fun addition to these as well. Women's doubles then, so you have Wang Mon-yu and Kwaiman, who are the top seeds. Miwa Haramoto and Hayata are together. So those kind of, where there was friction between those two, they joined forces. So we got a bit of inside info, which was, it was actually Hayata who reached out to the Haramoto camp to say, let's clear the air, let's get together. They played together in Singapore Smash, won it. So again, a nod towards potentially LA 28. Got to kind of solve for this and put our best foot forward. And yeah, those two, as the iPad goes absolutely flying, those two in the women's doubles.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I think today in the men's doubles, actually, there's a new world number 1, which is Lin Shidong and Huang Youzhen.
Yeah.
I love Huang Youzhen.
I like him. He's smooth, man.
Oh, he's a shot maker.
They've dethroned Wang Chun-ting and Chan Baldwin, who won the Europe Smash against those two in the final. So yeah, Lin and Huang. Yeah, Huang's cool, man. He's got a swagger about him too.
He absolutely does.
Got a flair.
Yeah. He serves almost identically to Wang Chuqin.
Yeah, he does.
If you did a side-by-side and just of them throwing the ball up and contact it looks exactly the same.
There's a few like that. Li He-chen as well. He's one. He serves like that.
Yeah, they've got an embarrassment of riches, as they always do.
China's a couple of choppers coming through on the men and women's side.
I hope Chop comes back. I hope it does.
Me too. I love Chop. Hashimoto is probably my favorite player to watch.
Yeah, she's so good.
Great win for her in the world final against Kwyman. To get that win there.
Yeah.
To even get the call up.
Yeah. Kwyman as well, like you would think she's got the perfect style. She's got that left hand. She's capable of spinning up slow. She's capable of holding. She's capable of battering through the ball, but just almost looked like she ran out of ideas and just got stuck in a spider's web that was Hashimoto. So.
I think she was surprised at how defensive Honoka chose to be. We barely saw any attacks from Hashimoto. Kwyman's not the most powerful either. So she's had an element of point construction.
Yeah.
And then she just got tired out.
Yeah. I love Hashimoto as well. She does the side spin. You know the Anders Lind, like, lawnmower style rip, and it puts so much side and top on the ball.
Yeah.
Hashimoto does that beautifully. If you drop the ball to like her right leg, she'll just step right across and whips it, and you just see it fires onto the table and pops up.
Yeah, it's almost got topspin.
It's an attacking shot.
She's coming from beneath the ball.
Yeah.
She does it with such an aggressive backhand serve.
Awesome. Is it public knowledge? She's dating Tagami, right?
I heard that.
If not, we'll have to bleep that name out. But I'd heard it's now public knowledge.
We've heard it. We're not saying it's... We've just heard.
Disclaimer.
I've seen them training together as well at the China Smash.
Yeah.
Cute couple, if that's the case.
There you go. Hey, there's a few power couples now coming through. Obviously, Hugo and Bruno are the tops, but Felix Lebrun and Adriana's sister.
Yeah. They were Roland Garros, wasn't... Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Splash that cash. I like that, Felix. That's good.
We'd seen that, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. Me and you were chatting. We were like, there's a few photos from like Puerto Rico that are popping up on social media, and it looks like Felix Lebrun is in the background. We're like, what's going on?
He ended up in Puerto Rico on the beach. What's he doing?
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
But then they announced. We did our due diligence, which was don't mention it.
Yeah.
They've made it public now, so it's fine to talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I also saw in the men's doubles, America and China have this like ping pong diplomacy.
Absolutely.
Kanak's playing with Xu Fei.
I love that.
Yeah, I do as well.
Xi Jinping actually was recently doing a speech, and he was talking about the ping pong diplomacy.
Love it.
And it's such an important thing in table tennis.
For sure,
politically. It's probably why table tennis as well is so important to them, as it's being used as a tool for peace. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they invest so much into it.
There's a creator in America, Tim Cudjoe, who goes on those trips, and he if you follow him, he does some great content about the stuff, and it's amazing that like neither can speak each other's language when he's there, but it's all smiles, it's all table tennis, it's all cool. It's universal. It's so good to see. Yeah.
It's a mutual respect,
especially in like today's politically charged world, which is just
that's it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think it's easy to get wrapped up in all that, but then when you watch sport and you see the common interests of people, no matter where they're from, you're like, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm getting a little bit too wrapped up in all the politics of the world. It's not actually that bad in reality.
Yeah.
Like, so
there's a lot of stuff being spun. Anyway, we got too deep.
Yeah.
Let's call it time there.
Let's do it. Do you want to make some predictions quickly before we go into it, or do you want to hang fire?
You can make yeah. Go. Who do you predict? So for men's, who do you predict?
I'm gonna go with Wang Chuqin as the favourite. Is that too obvious to say?
No. You can go.
If it's not Wang Chuqin, I think it's going to be Truls Morregard.
Ooh. Can I ask you, so last year we saw Lilian Bardet and Tanaka get to the quarterfinals of the men's. Is there one player in like the qualifiers or like in that outer top 10 bracket that you think, hey, this guy could make it deep, could make it quarterfinals, potentially semifinals? One like not obvious choice.
Marcos Freitas.
What? That is niche. Why do you think Mark? Have you been watching like some clips of him?
I just got a feeling, man. His time's got to come again. You know, he's got to get a result in somewhere. Go deep. I'm going to be back in Freitas.
Okay.
See if we can get to a quarterfinal, maybe.
Who do I go? I'm going to go with Andre Bertelsmeyer. I think he potentially could get through quarters and then do some damage. But I'm going to throw in a backup shout of Im Jong-hoon.
Im Jong-hoon, he's been playing sick.
Lefty, gets loud in the big moments.
Yeah, he's dangerous, man.
Yeah, he really is.
I like that.
And for the women's?
For the women's...
outright winner.
Outright winner... You see, because the World Championships have just happened and there'll be like an element of like, okay, we can chill a little bit now.
Oh, do you think?
I think we're going to see, again, a lot of upsets at this Smash because China have done the the real deal. Smashes are incredibly important, but the Worlds was their pinnacle event of the season, right?
I hear you.
Anniversary.
But I think there's a few people who are going to be wanting to right some wrongs from last year in the US.
True. Such as Shasha.
Shasha, one more new. I think they're going to come in sharp as attack.
Yeah.
I think Kanak Jar potentially as well, sharp as attack.
I'd like to see Kanak do well, or any of the Americans.
But yeah, I'm going Shasha for the women's.
Shasha
I think she's
for the
just going to
women's.
be.
And if not Shasha, you think Manu?
Manu or Miwa? No, you know what? Satsuki Odo is going to shock the world. So Shasha's going to win it. If not her, I think Odo's going to get quarterfinals. I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. You know what I'd love to see?
What's that?
Hannah Goda a few times has got to the edge of the top of the mountain. She's one more step away from just climbing it.
She's right there, man.
She's almost there with like I know she had like it was Tong Tong, wasn't it, in Montpellier? I think she beat. She's almost there.
She's one of the only players I would take a break from commentary from to be a coach.
You'd go and coach her. She's awesome. Yeah,
she'd be my pick because what it would do for table tennis to see her become a world number one or a world champion.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
And how much potential she has. I've only cried twice commentating.
What?
The first time was Benedict Duda when he beat Felix Lebrun at the Europeans.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I just started welling up.
That was right. That was perfect timing if you're a certain TT service guy, Craig Bryan, because I think Craig had been working with him, done a few clips. Yeah. All of a sudden, Duda went on like a 3-month stretch where he was just murdering
the top
people.
10.
Yeah.
And Hannah Goda's match against Shasha at the World Cup. I teared up. I didn't say nothing after the match point for like a minute because I just didn't know what to say.
She's awesome, and that's what you want from sport, right? The emotions just crazy. She got close recently, Wang Yidi, wasn't it, in Chongqing? I was again like sidelines for that, and that was razor close.
No one,
Chongmeng as well.
No one, not even Satsuki Odo, has taken the Chinese on like Hannah Goda. 3-2 at the US Smash.
Yeah.
To Sun Ying Sha. Hannah Goda's nearly beaten her twice. She never bows down to the Chinese.
Get the drum roll going.
Come on.
Come on. This is the hype piece. Hannah Goda. Go on, give it to me. Lay it on thick.
Hannah Goda is going to one day be a world number one. And if it's going to happen after this US Smash, if she's going to beat one of the top Chinese, but I think we're going to see a lot of thrills and spills. It's going to be an amazing second edition. This time in LA, it's arguably going to be even more of an exciting place than where it was in Vegas. I'm not going to be there, but I hope you all enjoy it. And Joe, mate, I'm sure you're going to kill the commentary, so I can't wait to tune in.
I'll do a couple of updates as we go throughout on the socials. As always, it's a brand new channel, so we need your support. If you like it, please, it means the world to us. Leave comments. We're going to be doing things like giveaways as well. We would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Let us know what needs to change for next time. Let us know if you love it. Comment, like, subscribe, all of the above. Until then, we're going to try and make this a weekly thing, aren't we?
We are, absolutely. We're meeting in the middle. Joe's from Bristol, I'm from West Yorkshire. We're here in Birmingham right now, but we're going to try and, next time we come here, record a few episodes at once.
Absolutely.
Like Joe says, we're going to be doing a giveaway soon, so make sure you subscribe, tapped in. Details about that will be coming out shortly. It's going to be a great thing here.
There we go. We need a tagline like, until next time, take it off the bounce. It's all right, wasn't it?
For a first try, that's...
Beautiful.
Telecommentates, can't you?
Come on, Hannah Goda.